When my now former husband was released from prison in 2021 after serving time in the Utah State Prison for the sexual abuse of our daughter, I naively thought that the LDS Church, which is a church that he was a part of, I was a part of it. I had left it by then, but I knew that he would still probably be a part of it. And I naively thought that the church would do the right thing when it came to how to handle the reintegration into the church for him. I definitely thought that he would be excommunicated because, I mean, I knew somebody who was excommunicated for a one night stand when they were married. There's no way they wouldn't excommunicate somebody who had sexually abused their own child. I also naively thought that he would never be put in any kind of position of leadership, because who would put somebody in a position of leadership and influence when they have shown that, listen, no matter how much they're repenting, etc., whatever, if you can sexually abuse a child, let alone your own child, I'm not really sure how anybody could argue that you are a safe choice as a leader to influence anybody ever again. But I was wrong. Now, this is not a case of someone who was just accused of this, etc. He was arrested, charged, convicted, and he even admitted to a lot of the things that he had done to our daughter. So, and in fact, I will show you his. I'll show you his current sex offender registry listing, and I can also direct you to the floodlit.org listing that has him on their website. Floodlit.org lists and keeps track of all of the LDS church connected cases of sexual abuse around the entire country. And it's devastating because there are so many. So I will do this with a caveat. I'm going to ask and plead that nobody takes this and says, oh, now we know his name and we know information about him, therefore we're going to go and harass him, etc. And it has nothing to do with protecting him. It has to do with reducing chaos in my life, in the life of my children. And honestly, that's just not what we're here for. So you'll see his name and his face, but I'm going to ask you to not direct your energy towards harassing him in any way, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And all it does is it makes him into a victim. Every time it happens, he whines and cries about how he is targeted online and he's a victim of bullying and whatever. So whenever anybody does that, it just turns him into a big, ridiculous victim. And I really would rather not. So with that said, you can see this here. This shows you his registry that he has to register for life in Utah. And then if you go here, you can see where floodlit.org discusses his case as well. So you can get a little bit more specifics there. Now, there's plenty that I don't know.